Hello, I'm Kevin Benedict, Senior Analyst for Digital Transformation at Cognizant. I want to thank you for joining us today. We're here live in San Diego, surrounded by fires.
Absolutely.
And I'm here with Jack Gold, and many of you guys know Jack Gold. You've been in the business for a long time. I see your face all over, talking about all kinds of things related to enterprise mobility and wearables, things like that. Thanks for joining today.
Thank you. Great to have a fireside chat with you here today.
Absolutely, yeah, fireside chat. Perfect. Yeah, we're here right outside of Carlsbad where there's a ring of smoke.
Yeah, there is indeed.
Or what John and Cash would call a ring of fire.
Ring of fire.
There we go. So Jack, talk to me about wearables. Is there any value in that for the enterprise?
There is, and it's going to develop slowly, I think. It's not going to be quick. The wearables that we have now, whether they're watches, I happen to have a Qualcomm Talk watch on, for those of you who want to see it. There's lots of them out there. Nike makes them, Fitbit and the rest. Those are what I would call first experiments, because they're trying to figure out what's actually going to be helpful. Mm-hmm. From an enterprise perspective, it's not.
I got a Nike Field Band, and it just said I'm fat, so I threw it away.
Exactly. I'm monitoring my activity, and
you're not active.
I'm not getting enough. That's for sure. But from an enterprise perspective, if we look out a year or two, and we're starting to think about what's going to mean in the enterprise, what the Internet of Things is going to mean in the enterprise, we're starting to call it the enterprise of things, EOT.
Enterprise of things, okay.
Because enterprises are going to have some very unique requirements. They're going to have the same concerns that they have with BYOD now with phones. If you think BYOD was hard, wait till the enterprise of things hits, right? Because there's going to be sensors. That's what enterprises are really interested in, right? Two things: sensors. So whether it's you and me knowing where we are, or whether it's on trucks, or it's on packages, or whether it's temperature or humidity or whatever it happens to be, and also getting information to us. So they're going to gather the information, process it, put lots of big data, using analytics to do something meaningful with it, hopefully in real time, and give it back to us as an indication of some kind of action we should take. And that's what enterprises want.
I just need to brag here for a moment. So I went to Barcelona at the Mobile World Congress this year, and one of the companies gave me a little machine-to-machine chip, an Internet of Things chip, if you would, a wireless embedded sensor for humidity and temperature. So I set it outside the door, and now on my phone, I can see what it is, but the temperature and humidity is on the other side of the door.
Holy cow. You don't even have to open the door.
Changed my life.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is, it's pretty cool to be able to find data about things where you're not at. And you can find it real time, and it's just talking to your phone.
Absolutely. And the phone becomes your central server, if you think about it. Because everyone talks about sending data up to the cloud. You don't want to send every piece of data from every sensor and every remote thing that you have up to the cloud. You need an intermediary, a server. Think of it as there's a personal area cloud, there's a wide area cloud, there's a local area cloud, and so we're going to see staged microservers. Now we're also getting to the point, ARM, as you know, is getting into the server biz. And what they're looking at is not going after the big monster servers that Intel makes today with their chips, but going after the kinds of microservers that we're going to see coming online. You're going to have one that's the size that you can put in a pocket and run on a battery for a week. And that's going to be very, very useful.
So what are some of the more clever use cases for the enterprise have you seen for the enterprise of things?
Sure. So think about field technicians. And today they're outfitted with handhelds. Usually they're ruggedized handhelds from Simple. They're not Simple anymore. They keep changing the name. Motorola or Intermac or whoever. But think about adding a whole bunch of sensors around what they're doing, so you'll know where they are, what they're doing, how they're doing it. And this is not an issue so much of tracking them. I mean, the unions will get all upset because there's too much information. But it's also a way for you to run your business more efficiently, more effectively. It would be really nice to know that I just sent Kevin out to fix Jack's refrigerator. He found the problem. He should have it fixed in 15 minutes. And there's another call that came on down the street, and he's within a mile of that. Why should I send somebody, Tim or Sue, from 14 miles away to go do that call when I know you're going to be done and you can make that time, and you can make it on time because I told the customer you'd be there between 1 and 1:30.
And in that context, you could have telematics in the vehicle that would give you some of that feedback, or the telematics could effectively be on the phone. with the GPS unit recording its
Could even be in the
location,
refrigerator.
or in the refrigerator. And you could then combine that in real time with route optimization information from highways, from Google Maps,
Right.
that says this, there's congestion on this freeway, there's not here. So then you can use the real-time analytics to get you somewhere quicker.
And imagine knowing what parts I have in my truck versus what parts you have in your truck.
Absolutely.
I'm sending you out
But
to repair something you
where,
have a part
where
for.
does the enterprise of things, where's the role for it there?
So this is, if you were, I don't know, Whirlpool, and
Mm-hmm.
you're running with a Maytag repairman, right, and you've got thousands of people in the field, you're United, and you've got airplanes. You want sensors on everything. You want to know exactly what's going on, because if you can effectively do real-time analytics, which is, by the way, very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why IBM with Watson is trying to do a lot of the AI stuff that they're trying to do. But if you can do predictive real-time analytics, then you can run a business fundamentally differently than you're doing it today.
Absolutely, and we have, a very timely news subject with the Malaysian aircraft
Right.
that disappeared. So yesterday, I think in the paper, it was announced that the English company that provides the service of real-time location,
Inmarsat.
yeah, they are now going to just provide that to all aircraft that do overseas flights. Because you can see the challenges that evolve when you don't know where your
That's right.
assets are, and all the repercussions of that as well.
But-
Jack, this is an interesting area.
It's a great area, and over the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to see some things that we haven't even thought about yet. People are going to invent things. It's going to be just fascinating.
Absolutely. I want to thank you guys for joining us. We're reporting live this week from Carlsbad, the Ring of Fire,
Absolutely.
at the M6 Mobility Exchange. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.